Who do you even turn to when the chief of police is sexually harassing you? How could I get justice when the entire system, including the chief, not only condoned such behavior, but participated in it?
Police officers are there to control citizens from committing crimes. But what happens when they could not control their own sexual desire? Here are 3 female cops who were caught having sex with inmates while being on duty. The last case is especially shocking because a female cop was caught sleeping with the whole department, which led to 5 officers being fired and 3 being suspended. Stay tuned until the end. Meet Charlene O'Banion, the central figure in a prison controversy that's sending shockwaves through the correctional system. There were accusations that she was sleeping with one of the inmates in prison. These allegations were thoroughly investigated. However, Charlene thinks she can beat the system.
We were notified of a possible improper relationship between you and Jacob Parker. So we're here for that, and I just kind of wanted to talk to you about it and get your side of that story.
I don't know anything about it. I mean...
Do you know who I'm talking about?
He's in pod 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
The investigation kicks off, and at first Charlene feigns innocence, acting like she knows nothing about the allegations. However, her certainty quickly unravels as the detectives reveal that they have more evidence than she could have imagined. The detectives confront Charlene with accusations of an improper relationship with an inmate, Jason Parker.
And where would you think that, like, this allegation would come from if there's nothing to it?
Well, I had a feeling this was coming. So there was an inmate named Coker, Justin Coker.
Okay.
And he got out of here for I don't know what period of time. And he tried to contact me on Facebook. And he sent me a message, and I blocked him on Facebook. And I guess one time Parker was going back to Equat to use the bathroom, and he was talking like at the window with me, like at Equat, because I was in Equat. He was talking through the window, and I guess Coker like didn't like that, which I had no contact with him or anything. And I don't know why, like he went up to, I don't know what was said between them, but he went up to Parker and said something, and then Parker ended up went back to the laundry. And Parker had told me that he had gone up to him and was like, don't talk to her, or something crazy like that. And I kind of just brushed it off. I was like, whatever, like, you know, because he had already returned. Like, he was out and then he returned. And when he was out, that's whenever he tried to contact me. So, but again, I never spoke to him or anything like that. And I mean, that was that. I didn't think anything of it. I'm just like, don't listen to him, you know, and that was it.
Okay.
Her response is shaky. She brings up a seemingly unrelated incident involving another inmate, Justin Coker, who tried to contact her on Facebook. But as the detectives are about to show, there's more to the story than meets the eye.
So I don't know exactly how it started, like who it started from. But I was told that it was brought to somebody's attention, and then we looked at jail calls. And there's jail calls between you and Parker. And all that stuff's recorded. So I don't think you're being completely truthful. Well, I kind of know that you're not. And I'm not trying to be rude when I say that.
Yeah, no.
I'm just kind of trying to lay it out on the table for you.
Mm-hmm.
What Charlene isn't saying is that her history with Jason goes back before their time behind bars. They knew each other prior to their incarceration, and Charlene insists it was all just playful banter inside the prison. But the detectives are about to uncover a different truth, backed by recorded phone calls from within the prison.
Well, I want to know from you. Like, I'm not trying to go off rumor. I just want to know what happened. It's my job just to find the truth, and that's it.
Yeah. I guess a few years ago, we talked, and then I ended up here, and then he ended up here. I didn't know he was here. It wasn't anything like that. And
Okay. So when you say y'all talked, like kind of dated a little bit before you started working there?
No, like he was never like my boyfriend. I just knew him from like the world.
Okay. So are y'all kind of talking in a sexual nature
No.
now that he's here?
Oh, no. Now that he's here, no.
Okay.
I mean, it's never been like phone sex or anything like that. Like that's not. But like we all joke around, like we all make like, you know, like that's what she said type things, but it's never like.
So what about some of these phone conversations?
No, not here or the phone.
No, I just mean conversations y'all are having on the phone.
No.
Since he's been in here.
Like sexual?
Well, I'm not saying having phone sex, talking about sexual acts. From what I'm listening to on the calls, I take it as that you've given him oral sex at some point, is what I gathered from these calls.
No, that was like in the world, but we never dated. We just.
Okay. But you've had physical relationship with him when y'all were both out.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was before.
Okay.
But it was. We never like had sex or anything. It was just kind of like that.
You gave him oral sex?
Yeah.
Okay.
But that was before like I knew he would end up here or that I would end up here or anything like that.
Okay. Can you kind of give me like more detail on like where y'all met and things like that? Like how did you come to know him and where this all happened at?
We just met through friends. I don't remember.
The investigators zoom in on the recorded phone conversations, and things take a turn for the worse. Charlene and Jason discuss intimate details that leave no room for doubt. Their relationship was far more than a mere joke.
Hey, baby.
Go back.
Baby, guess what?
What, babe?
I just won the blackjack game.
Yay.
I just won $30. I did.
I said there's a lot of things I need to clean and get rid of before you come home.
Why?
I'm just fucking with you. I was trying to make you think I have all these secret things.
Yeah, I bet you do.
What?
What?
What? What could I possibly have? Like, what do you mean?
I don't know. You probably got this weird sex swing hanging from the ceiling. Kenneth probably thinks it's a swing set.
Oh, if I had that sex swing, you better believe I'd leave that sucker up for you.
Would you really?
Hell yeah.
You'd let me put you in it?
Yeah.
With a gag ball and everything?
Yeah, babe. I get very horny very easy. Like, I always want to have
Not
sex.
good.
Like, that's not even, huh?
Not good.
I mean, I feel like I just, like, look at someone, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so fucking horny. No, like, of course, like, I only get horny for you.
Oh, okay.
Hearing her own voice in those calls, Charlene's world comes crashing down. The detectives present her with evidence that directly incriminates her in inappropriate behavior, and she can no longer deny her actions. Charlene, with her intimate knowledge of the prison's inner workings, believed she could escape investigation. However, she overlooked a crucial detail. All phone calls are recorded. Now, she must face the consequences of her actions. As the detectives continue to press her, Charlene finally confesses to her involvement with Jason. But the situation isn't as straightforward as it appears. Federal law strictly forbids any sexual relations between prison staff and inmates, irrespective of consent. This law was established to prevent the widespread abuse of inmates by correctional officers. Charlene's confession spells the end of her career, and she'll face legal repercussions for her actions. The investigation and internal affairs will run their course, but the outcome is evident. She'll be serving time on the other side of the prison bars. This case serves as a stark reminder that even within the prison walls, the law remains firm. Next, we have a female officer who made a hole in her uniform pants to engage in sex with an inmate, and shockingly, she did so right in front of not one, not two, but 11 other prisoners. It's all about Tina Gonzalez, a former corrections officer with a scandal that will leave you speechless. Tina Gonzalez, just 26 years old at the time, used to work as a corrections officer at the Fresno County Jail. She was young, and her life seemed ordinary until a shocking revelation came to light. In December 2019, officers at the Fresno County Jail received a tip that something unusual was happening behind those prison walls. It was about an inmate who had a cell phone and a forbidden relationship with none other than Tina Gonzalez herself. Tina's mistake began to unfold, and her life took a dramatic turn. She claimed that her marriage was ending, and perhaps this played a role in her actions, but that doesn't excuse her behavior. Now, here's where it gets really shocking. Tina didn't just have a secret relationship with an inmate, she took things to a whole new level. She reportedly cut a hole in her uniform pants to make it easier and had intercourse with the inmate in full view of 11 other inmates.
Cutting a hole in your pants to make it easier to have sex with an inmate and having intercourse in full view of 11 other inmates is something only a depraved mind can come up with.
As you can imagine, such actions are illegal and unacceptable. Tina Gonzalez was charged with several serious offenses, including carnal activity with an inmate, possession of a controlled substance in a jail, and possession of a cell phone with the intent to deliver it to an inmate. Tina found herself facing the court for her actions. The assistant sheriff spoke about her appalling behavior in court, emphasizing how she put not only her career, but also her fellow officers in danger. Tina Gonzalez's actions led to severe consequences. The judge didn't mince words, calling her actions terrible and stupid.
I think what you did was terrible, stupid. You ruined your career. You endangered your fellow officers. But I also believe that people can redeem themselves. You got the rest of your life to prove that.
However, he believed in redemption and sentenced her to 7 months behind bars and 2 years of probation. The story of Tina Gonzalez is a shocking reminder that people in positions of authority can make terrible decisions. Next, we have a shocking scandal that led to the firing of 5 officers, including the police chief, and gained national attention, with one of the officers, Megan Hall, at the center of the controversy.
Shocking findings of sexual misconduct rocked the LaVergne Police Department. 5 officers and the police chief all fired.
One of those officers, Megan Hall, became the face of the scandal and the target of nationwide ridicule, and she's now filed a federal lawsuit.
Megan Hall, a 26-year-old woman from rural Tennessee, initially aspired to become an actress. However, she married Jedediah Hall, the son of a local pastor, in 2018, putting her acting dreams on hold. Megan decided to join the LaVergne Police Department in her local community to pursue a career in law enforcement. Megan and Jed's marriage had been marred by serious issues, which ultimately played a significant role in the scandal. The turmoil in their relationship drove Megan to seek solace in her job, where she became involved in questionable activities, including intimate encounters with her colleagues within the police department. Several officers were implicated in the scandal, including patrol officers Juan Lugo, Perez Louis Powell, Detective Seneca Shields, and Sergeant Henry Tim McGowan. All of them, along with Megan, were subsequently dismissed from their positions. 3 other officers, Patrick Magliacco, Larry Holliday, and Gavin Shoborough, were suspended. The scandal came to light when the mayor of LaVergne, Jason Cole, received a whistleblower's complaint. Mayor Cole learned that Megan Hall was engaged in multiple romantic relationships with her fellow officers, both on and off duty, leading to a severe breach of conduct within the police department. Andrew Patton, head of human resources at the LaVergne Police Department, conducted the investigation. It uncovered astonishing revelations about Megan and her colleagues. Megan had misled her colleagues into believing she and her husband had an open relationship, which was later revealed to be false. The scandal involved a series of incidents, one of which took place at Officer McGowan's house, where Megan and her husband engaged in a strip Uno game with another officer's wife, leading to inappropriate behavior. Another shocking incident occurred at a Memorial Day party where Megan had sexual relations with Officer Patrick Magliacco while intoxicated. During the investigation, concerns about Megan's mental well-being emerged. Patrick Magliacco disclosed Megan's strong inclination towards excessive drinking and even driving while under the influence. There were instances of self-harm and disturbing behavior, such as pointing an empty gun at her own head. Megan Hall was involved in steamy encounters with her superiors, including Sergeant Lewis Powell and Detective Seneca Shields. Powell had an infatuation for Megan, while Shields initially denied any relationship, but later admitted to engaging in oral sex with her while on duty. Megan openly admitted to her relationship with K-9 officer Larry Holliday during the investigation. Holliday confirmed the relationship and noted that they would meet in hotel rooms for their encounters. As a result of the extensive investigation, Megan Hall, Lugo, Powell, Shields, and McGowan were all dismissed from their positions due to their violations of police procedures and dishonesty during the inquiry. Holliday, Magliacco, and Shoborough were suspended for their involvement. Megan Hall, in her defense, claimed that she felt subjected to sexual grooming by her superiors, attributing her actions to her struggles with mental health and her troubled marriage.
I remember while interviewing for the position at LaVergne Police Department, they described the environment as a family. However, while I was aspiring to protect my community, the LaVergne Police Department was not protecting me.
Megan wasn't looked at like a rookie cop to be trained and promoted. She was looked at as a piece of meat to be sexualized and exploited.
I received harassing and threatening messages on my phone daily. I felt like I had been terrorized. I know what most people are saying, you could have said no. I get it. But my response to them is that I did say no, and he wouldn't take it for an answer. Eventually, I gave in from pressure. They isolated me, they shunned me, they accused me, and they blamed me for becoming a victim. My supervisors worked together to take advantage of my vulnerabilities and my mental health. And they used it for their gain and sexual pleasure. Who do you even turn to when the chief of police is sexually harassing you? How could I get justice when the entire system, including the chief, not only condoned such behavior, but participated in it? I was lost and I felt alone. I had no one to turn to and I had nowhere to go.
Jedediah Hall, Megan's husband, remained supportive throughout the ordeal despite the challenges. He expressed his determination to salvage their marriage and the difficulties he faced within the system. The scandal within the LaVergne Police Department involving Megan Hall and multiple officers was a shocking revelation of sexual misconduct, dishonesty, and a significant breach of police conduct. Thanks for watching.